Maybe we
treacherous.
don't want him there then.
Well, I mean, at least he's central if I do need to go get him.
That's fair. That's fair.
So I feel like the easiest clue to grab right now is going to be this guy. So we'll dowsing rod in there and take advantage of
Yeah.
take advantage of the
We
action.
don't even have to bother clearing it.
Yeah. So we are. What are we shroud here?
Shroud 2.
We're shroud 2. So we are
42.
Yeah, 2 up. I'll let that go. What are you?
That's what you get for
Minus
letting it
3.
go.
I fail by 1, so I discard the top card of my deck and draw each weakness discarded by this effect. Ugh.
Okay.
Okay, that could have
Sucks to
been
lose
worse.
a dodge, but
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll try again. And sure.
yeah. All right.
So 4 up now.
4 up.
Cool.
Great.
Tokens could have come out in the opposite order. That would have been great. I'm gonna draw a card off perception. Oh, it's my girl!
There you go.
It's my girl!
Very nice.
Now I just gotta save up for her.
Yeah, yeah.
My God, we might actually be able to investigate clues this game, guys. It's so exciting.
Yeah, you're set up pretty well to investigate.
Yeah. Okay. 1 action left.
Do we move?
I suppose from here there's only up or down.
Yeah, if we go up, then we have to deal with that researcher that we...
I think we're gonna deal with him next turn. We'll just let the Doom go. We'll let the Doom slide off him, and then I'll just pop him next turn.
Okay.
So I'm gonna get a resource. So that
Yep,
way I can
yeah.
more
Sure.
quickly get down Alyssa.
I'm into it.
And we upkeep. Cool.
Another daring.
We are 7, and then we reset, and that clears that. That's so cool.
That's really helpful.
Uh-huh.
That's so cool.
Okay, so pop goes the agenda. Choose a face down encounter card beneath the location. Look at the other side of that card and return it beneath
Great.
that location.
We're
Okay,
getting some taxes
so
now.
let's look at one of the
Like
the
the
outer.
furthest
I'm gonna
ones.
look at this one
Yeah.
because if I don't have to go out here, I'd really prefer not to.
I love that. Yeah.
Bloody evidence. I do not have to go out there.
Okay.
Lovely.
Great.
Great. Okay.
Okay.
5 Doom.
Yep.
Encounter card. Apeirophobia.
So scary. What's our shelter value?
Our shelter value is currently 2.
2. Okay, this
Okay,
is easy.
that could be worse. I'm even 1 up
Or
on this
3 to 2.
test.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Sure.
I mean, we got Dire
Worst
to
case
heal.
scenario, we take some horror.
Exactly,
And,
and Dire helps.
Yep.
Okay. So 1 up. What are you? What are you?
Minus
Half
1?
your felt. Oh, I passed it. I passed a willpower test.
Word.
Great. That's
Wonderful.
fantastic. Okay.
All right.
So,
Do we move up and deal with that guy, or do we just go down and around?
I'm trying to remember if there are any treacheries that actually add Doom back, because I know
don't know.
there are treacheries that like make him bigger.
Yeah. I honestly don't remember.
How many clues? So we need to get
Oof.
to 4 clues to get in there.
That's rough.
Yeah, I feel like that's not happening right
That's
away.
rough, buddy.
I feel like I do just go in there.
Okay.
Hmm.
Let's do it. He doesn't have any doom anymore.
Yeah, so we'll hop in here. Whee.
This poor guy's 111.
Oh, yeah. Am I gonna swing on him at 2 up? Am I gonna use the brand to be 3 up, but still burn a charge? Yeah, I'll be fine for that.
Okay.
So we'll use the brand. Oop. So that's gonna put us at 3 up. That's a -2.
Okay.
That's a pass. He's dead.
Nice.
Let's see here, and I didn't succeed by 0, so
Yeah.
we're good there. I always have to remember.
Yeah, those
With
are the ones that, yeah.
The multi-class spells, I'm always like, oh, they're just always so good, and then I always forget, like, right, they do still have
Yeah,
a
they
back.
do still have a thing.
They have
Yeah.
a downside, not a backside. Well, they have a backside too, but not as relevant.
No clues. Did you get the scrap from here?
I didn't last
spare
time.
parts?
I didn't.
Did you want the spare parts?
I kind of didn't care,
Yeah.
but
that's
since I'm here,
okay. I mean, it is an intellect 3 test, which isn't the easiest.
no. am I looking at for... So if I play down Alyssa, I'm going to have to... I could use Alyssa to see whether I'm fucked immediately, but I wouldn't be able to do anything
Yeah, you
about
wouldn't
it.
be able to do anything about it.
So I think...
No, I say we save up for
Yeah, I
Alyssa.
think I'm going to do one more resource. And then once Alyssa's on the board, then we can just go.
Okay.
So, we
Yep.
have upkeep. Lovely.
Ooh, great.
Lovely.
Love it.
It's all coming together.
Love to see it.
One of my favorite things about Diana is how normally she has a very slow early game, especially in true solo. But by late game, it feels really good. Normally.
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 Last game notwithstanding. All right. We're 1 of 5 doom. 0 visibility goes into my threat area. As an additional cost for you to leave a location with a treachery attached to it, you must spend an action and test agility 2 at the end of your turn to discard it.
Okay.
That seems okay.
There's no attachments yet, so we're good.
On if I don't lose an action, I spend an action, so I can't deny that.
Right.
Boo. Shouldn't deny solve literally all of my problems, MJ?
No.
Wasn't that the point of it?
Still have to pay for costs.
Okay.
All right.
So
do we just abandon the spare parts or?
Well, we're gonna get down Alyssa.
Okay.
Then I am gonna. Oh, do I check out the encounter deck? See, here's the thing. Alyssa's in there for the encounter deck.
Yeah, but you do have 5 resources.
I have my
right
5
now,
resources.
So, yeah.
Not gonna spend them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
you
we'll,
got nothing else to play.
So I'm just gonna pull the top card of the encounter deck down here so I can see it.
Yep.
I have not drawn it yet. Not there. Here. It's gonna be an
Gonna be
Antarctic Wind.
Okay.
So which attaches and prevents cards from being played or drawn.
Woof.
Okay. So that's going to pop on top of me with 0 visibility. So that's
Yep.
going to be a little bit of a nuisance.
That is a nasty combo.
But I do think I stand a chance of hitting that agility test. We'll see.
Yeah, you're 1 up.
I'm gonna give the old spare parts a single try here.
Sure.
Let's see. And we will. I mean, we're just 1 up.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Maybe it's a waste of an action.
You know, getting too ambitious did hurt me last time, so maybe
Yeah.
we go
Yeah,
past it
let's
because I don't have
let's
anything
just
that
go.
it can refill.
Yeah.
Is the thing.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, so we will. I'm debating whether I want a dowsing rod, but I can't remember how many clues are here. Well, we're just gonna move.
Okay.
Just gonna move, and all right, it's a 4.
There was 1 clue.
Okay, when you draw a hazard treachery here, add
that's
a.
gonna happen.
Yep, it's gonna happen. I could
but
add a
this is
frost token to
optional.
cancel it. I don't know
That's
if that's
optional.
worth a frost token. Okay. Well, we'll investigate. And we will commit perception to this one.
Oh yeah.
So we are
Alright,
4,
4,
5, 6, 7 to 4. I'm 3 up.
Nice. Love it.
Uh-oh, what are we? What's half my... what's my... Oh, it's 2.
2.
Okay.
Yeah, it's one of the middle ones. We're fine.
Okay.
Cool.
Cool.
Can
Can
you
you-
tuck the location under Diana? No, I don't believe you can.
Wouldn't that be nice? So I grab that clue.
Got a lot of clues.
Yeah, I do. So now we just need to get to the next place where I can look at some shit.
Yep. How many clues do we need to open that one up? Just 1.
That's just 1.
Okay.
Yeah, that might be the way to go.
Maybe. But we do already know that corner has nothing.
True.
So-
So
But there's also this place, but that place is hard to get to.
this one's hard to get to.
That
And
one's
then
already
this guy's a
open.
4 per as
Oh, that one's
well.
4. Yeah, that one's also. Oh no. That
This is only a 2.
So maybe we head that way.
Maybe I work my way up here.
Yeah.
Okay, so that means my next one.
Do we want to douse?
I kind of want to douse.
Let's douse.
Do you think we can clear this and clear the doom before it turns over?
I mean,
3
we're only at
turns?
1. Yeah.
All right, we'll do it. We'll do
Let's
it.
do it.
I'll let you be the devil on my shoulder.
Okay.
Not that I need to. I'm the one who put the doom card in the deck.
Yeah, it's true.
All right. So last action, we'll dowsing rod.
Didn't you play Alyssa?
I did play Alyssa.
Oh, did you draw? You drew another Alyssa. Okay.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I saw her in your hand, and I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, no. So she's good commit fodder, which we love.
That's great.
All right, so we dowsing rod in. We are now This only. Oh yeah, so it does give. So it lets you substitute, or it gives you a boost to intellect,
Right.
and I always
So
forget
we're
that.
5 to 2.
We are 5 to 2.
Great.
3 up. That seems
3
solid.
3 up is perfect.
3 up's
3 up
great.
is all we need.
There we go. Beauty.
Great.
Great. End of my turn.
Okay, yeah, no, we were good.
We're good.
End of turn, tests,
Don't
agility
really
two.
think I'd have an interest in committing my deny, which is the only option I have.
No,
So
no.
1 up.
That's
That's
a fail.
for each point you fail by. Okay, so I'd fail by 2.
Mm-hmm.
I discard 1. Oh,
Oh no.
2. Okay, what are
It
you?
did exactly what it was intended to do.
Oh no, it's the
Good job,
consequences of your
past me.
action.
Yay.
Take 1 damage. Okay. Well, I have nowhere to put that except on myself.
Yeah.
Is that a deny?
No, that's not worth denying.
That's not a deny? All right,
I don't think so.
It's like to get up to
I mean,
high willpower.
it is nice to fuel up your willpower, but I think right now you're mostly investigating with intellect, so
True.
I think we're good.
Okay. So that stays.
Yep.
We upkeep. Cool.
Nice. Now we draw the Antarctic wind.
Yes. We go to 3 of 5 doom. We draw the Antarctic wind, which attaches to our location. I think I just pay the action to get out.
Yeah, I guess so.
They don't really have any other choice.
Yeah.
So we will pay 2. We'll pay the additional 0 visibility cost to get out of here.
And then investigate.
And then investigate.
Yep.
So we're 2 up.
We're
We'll go
5.
3 up,
Yeah.
I think.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, we were due for that.
That happens.
We were due for that.
That does happen in this game from time to time.
I had a really bad one last game.
Oh yeah.
Which surprises you, I'm sure, given how the session went.
Oh, you've had some bad ones in the past.
Yes,
I've been witness.
I have a very special relationship with the tentacle.
Yes.
Okay, so that's end of my turn already. So I test this again. I'm 1 up. Ooh, I could be 2 up, or I could be higher willpower. I'm 1 up. Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's a good thing you didn't commit anything. Oh boy.
Was there at any point in the development of Arkham Horror, the card game, where you guys were like, no, maybe they shouldn't be able to draw 2 tentacles in a row? Was there any like mitigation mechanic?
No.
No?
No.
It was just like, nah.
Nah.
Failure is always an option.
So, well, okay. Technically, very, very early on, it was a chaos deck with a deck of mini cards
Sure.
that you drew.
Mm-hmm.
And
this was the days before Gloomhaven even.
yes, and this was before. Well, in all likelihood, they were probably both in development at the same time. Probably, I don't know, but yeah, it worked very much like Gloomhaven. And I don't remember what the reshuffle was. I don't remember what reshuffled it. So it's
you didn't shuffle it back in every time, you cycled through?
Yeah, you cycled through.
Interesting.
So you could actually math it out. You could be like, oh, we've drawn both of the -2s, you know. But there were many more unique ones. There were no symbols, so there were just unique cards that were just in the deck based on what scenario it was.
Oh, that's interesting.
It was interesting, but it also did mean that setup was like doubly kind of a
Sure,
bitch. Yeah.
sure. Like one more deck to shuffle.
Yeah, exactly.
And I
One
suppose
more
this
deck to, like,
this
construct.
becomes a much more elegant solution to have
Yeah.
single symbols that in any given scenario mean multiple things.
Exactly.
Or
Exactly
rather,
that.
across different scenarios
Yeah.
mean different things.
Yep.
Interesting. All right, well, thanks for sharing.
That's what I'm here for.
And thanks for
Sharing is caring.
designing it the way you did, I guess.
I guess people did really get attached to the bag.
Oh, that's valid.
Yeah.
The bag's great.
Bag is great.
And it's very unique.
It is very unique, and I've heard a lot of people talk about how like the feeling of digging in and like being the one to grab the token instead of just being the top of the deck.
Right.
Yeah.
It's
really
my
changes
fault.
Everything. Yeah.
It's fucking my fault. I didn't
Unless you're
do
playing
it.
on TTS, then you just click a button.
It's true. And sometimes I question the fucking shuffling algorithm, but then again, when I play in real life, sometimes I'll reach into that bag and be like, surely it's not the same tentacle token that I've just seen twice in a row. And yet. Okay, anyway, we're
yes.
Mythos. We're 4 of 5. I gotta clear this location this turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have another way to boot that out, so here we go. Polar Mirage.
Oh no.
That's the Dark Insight.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Polar Mirage would attach to this location, and after you discover or take control of one or more clues at the attached location, discard each non-weakness card in your hand. Discard Polar Mirage. Ooh, that might be a deny. Maybe I don't Dark Insight it and I just deny it.
I would say Dark Insight it, and my reason is the location that you're at. If something attaches to it, it surges.
Oh, you're totally correct. You're
Yeah,
totally
so
correct.
just-
All right, fine.
Just get rid of it.
Dark Insight. So we shuffle. Ooh. I always go to the wrong one.
Souffle.
The problem is when I go back and forth between multiplayer and solo, my hotkeys for locations switch. So like normally I don't know. I got to do it a different way somehow. Anyway, so then I draw a card and I get a resource.
Ooh, wolf mask.
I love Wolf Mask.
Very nice. Love to see those masks.
Mm-hmm. Like they're just such a solid little one of.
It's such a nice suite of cards. They're so well rounded and they're so like well designed. Good job, Duke.
Yes, the masks are very fun. They're similar to me to like the just stat buffing tarot cards, where it's like, oh, why not take one?
Yeah, it's just good.
Why not just have one? Okay. Speaking of, apparently there's an auto fail counter tool if you want it. I don't know. I don't know if I do want that.
Yeah.
I appreciate that it exists and that you brought it to my attention, but I'm not sure that I want that.
That's awesome. All right, we gotta clear this location.
Yes, we do. Okay.
I wish we still had that read the signs.
Yeah, wouldn't that have been great?
Yeah.
So let's look at the top card in the encounter deck. Okay.
All right, it's gonna be a researcher. That's
Which is coming out potentially on the. No, okay. Well, it depends on what I do.
Depends on what happens.
It depends on
now.
what I do.
Yeah.
So this is no help. I'll be able to commit that, but I got to hit one of these honestly. So
Yeah.
here we go.
Might as well just go for it.
Here we go. Investigating one. So we're 5-3. 2 up.
Damn it.
That's a -3.
Damn it.
Here to my astral travel. We'll go again. Commit this. Be 3 up.
Yep. Of course, now we both a 0.
That is how that works. All right, so I got one clue, and we go again. I could go willpower and commit my dodge to go up to 6.
Okay.
And I think that's worth the agenda not
there's
popping.
not a lot of things that attack you in this scenario.
And I'm set up. Like,
Yeah, let's do it.
So I'm gonna activate this with willpower.
Yep.
Oh wait, no, I'd only be at.
Oh yeah, no, you would only be at like 4.
Yeah, because it's 6 and 1, half dozen the other. All right, so never mind.
So, okay. Yep.
I'm 2 up.
2 up. Damn it!
That tablet. I only have 1 tablet in there.
I know.
I have 2 cultists and 1 tablet, and that's the one that keeps hitting me.
Oh, all right. Well, that sucks.
Yeah, that's. All right. Well, I did get 1. All right. Well, sometimes when you play with fire,
Yep.
you oft get burned.
That's partially my fault.
Well,
Test will,
yeah, I'm just gonna take
easier.
this even. I'll get the wolf mask out next turn probably.
Yeah.
Or not even. I'm
Oh,
1
nice.
up.
It's gone.
Okay, so that's gone anyway.
Great.
Lovely.
Wonderful. Now we pull the -1.
Yeah. Yeah. Now we pull the -1. Okay, so pop goes the agenda.
Yep.
Whoopsie doodle. Choose another face down encounter card. Okay, I kind of want to see this
Yeah,
one
I
because I'm
agree.
already headed here.
Yeah.
I feel like this is the one I want to look at. Okay, don't
Okay.
need to go there.
Okay.
Cool. So it's either here or one of these
So
guys.
is it 1, 2, 3, 4 other ones, 5 other ones, and 2 of them are people.
Yeah.
Okay.
And only 2 of them. Luckily, only 2 of them are ones I would still need to open. Everything.
Yes.
Oh no, this one. But
That
I
one, that one,
have.
But you have enough clues for that one.
I have enough clues for it.
All right.
Okay. Anyway,
So
so.
we see what's underneath. Oh, we got the.
Yeah,
lost
so we got
researcher
this
first.
dude. So now this popped ahead of him, so he does still have this.
Yep.
Any location empty if able. I feel like.
Up in the corner.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna go take care of him from there.
So my brother's watching Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh.
Right now.
Okay.
And he's texting me fake spoilers.
Fake
Because
spoilers.
he knows that I hate it when when movies are spoiled for me. So he's just texting me like, "Oh, it was so crazy when this thing happened," and it's like a fake spoiler. And
I used to do that with Thrones. Because we watched it with my sister
hate it.
and brother-in-law, and neither of them had read the books.
Yeah.
And I had, so I'm like, I
I'm
know
like,
what fucking
"Oh, wasn't it crazy
happens.
when Daenerys jumped off a cliff
Isn't
and
it-
turned into a dragon?
Isn't it
It's like,
crazy
just like
when
random shit.
Daenerys' dragon just eats her whole? It's insane. Okay, so did I upkeep?
I don't.
Did
think
I
did,
walk
'cause
right
Alyssa
over
is-
upkeep? Yeah, I walked right over upkeep.
Yeah, I think so. Oh boy.
Well, you know what? I'm just gonna take 3 horror.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna take 3 horror.
Yep.
1,
And then you can always use dire.
2, 3, and now that's gone.
Great.
And I don't have to worry about it.
Cool. Could have been worse.
Yeah. Okay, so then we mythosed.
Yep.
Then we draw this dude, and now it's our turn.
All right. Let's spin a clue and see what that card is.
Let's do that. Spend a clue. Flip a clue.
Don't flip a clue.
Don't flip a clue. It's not what you want. It is. Oh, it's Kensler.
Hey, it's
okay,
Kensler.
we're gonna get
Nice.
Kensler back.
Yes, let's do it.
Let's do this.
All right. Test
Done.
intellect 2 to convince Dr. Kensler to tell you what she has seen. For each point you succeed by place a resource, you need 2 resources. Okay.
So
That's not bad.
unfortunately, I'm only 1 up because I don't get my boost from my dowsing rod.
But you get the boost from Alyssa.
I get the,
So
oh yeah,
2
okay,
up.
so I'm 2 up. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Yep. All
So
right.
if you pull a 0, we get it in 1.
Let's
So
2
pull
up.
0.
I would love to. Like this 0. That's a -2.
No, it's -2.
Oh, so I succeed, but I don't
Succeed,
get any
but not enough by
resources.
any- yeah.
Oh, that's fucking tricky.
Hey, at least she didn't attack you.
Well. All right, we'll try again. 2 up.
Yep.
Come on.
We still don't have any other icons. Ah,
That's a fail.
that's the tablet again.
It's been haunting my steps.
Are you sure you only have 1 in there?
No, well, now I want to check. I'm pretty sure I do.
Yep.
Yep, just the singleton.
so
It's just floating to the top every time. Reshuffle! Reshuffle, you bastard.
All right. We're bound to have some good luck soon.
I've been saying that for... How long has it been since
many years,
2016
yeah.
or whenever this game came out? No,
It's the same thing.
that's a -2.
Oh, god damn. Hey, at least you can use your dodge.
I get to use my
You get
dodge.
to use your dodge.
I do
Yeah.
get that.
Yep.
Okay. Enemy phase. She attacks. I dodge. Draw a card. Get a resource. Cool. At least I can commit something.
Yeah, it's something.
And now we're up to 5. Oh, and we're 4. Yeah, that's a decent stat line. I can work with that.
Yeah.
All right.
Did we, Alyssa? We didn't Alyssa.
We didn't Alyssa.
That's okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Dark Aurora. Okay,
Don't
this... Ooh, yes, thank you. Blew right past it again because I can't see the button. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
All right. Hey, we've got willpower this
We
time.
got willpower. I might just take this, and
Yeah.
since I don't have my weakness coming, I'll just deny
Yeah.
whatever's going on,
Yep.
and then we're cooking with gas.
Sounds great.
2 up.
Great.
Beauty.
Okay.
Okay. Kensler,
Kensler.
listen to me.
Kensler, for real.
Just fucking
Seriously.
look me in the eyes right
Put the
now.
beaker down.
Put the beaker down. I swear the Erlenmeyer flask.
Do you commit prepare for the worst?
Yes, I absolutely do.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, so we're 3 up now.
Okay, that's 1.
This game will just not give me an inch. Not giving an inch.
Oof.
Okay, try again. 2 up.
Do we commit word of protection to the next one?
I think we might.
I think we might.
I think we might.
There's that promise of power when you need it, right?
All right.
How'd that go again?
It's in there somewhere. All right.
Yeah, just do it.
Sadly,
Still got deny existence.
3 up.
Oh my god. I'm sorry. I'm not. Is it the thing?
All you can do is laugh.
Yeah, all you can do is laugh. You
All you
have
can
to
do
just
is laugh or go scream in a pillow. Excuse me for a moment.
Excuse me.
Jesus Christo.
Christo.
I just
my
wanted.
God.
That's 2 full turns.
yep, that
at
was-
2 up, at least.
Yeah.
Sometimes random doesn't feel so random. Sometimes
Yeah.
random feels a little vindictive.
We got that tablet like 8 times in 15, it feels like.
Yeah. Well,
All right.
enemy phase. She hits. I don't know if it's worth denying.
Thank you, Super Chutney, for attempting
Yes.
to manifest some better token pulls.
We appreciate the thoughts and prayers.
Yeah.
Upkeep. Okay.
Okay. That's something.
There's something. 3 of 6.
This is the last agenda,
Yeah, because
too.
Bro's up here.
Yeah.
All I want to do. I mean, if I can get Kensler
You
back,
get Kensler, and then
I-
the last person...
it's
who-
Danforth.
It's Danforth? Okay.
I might be okay with letting Danforth go.
Yeah, you get the collection of poetry.
I just feel like I can
Poes.
only hear so much about how someone really loves Poe before I start judging them.
I really like...
I like Poe too, but only the right amount.
I have a jigsaw puzzle. Me and Caitlin got a jigsaw puzzle that's like... It's like a mansion, and every room is a reference to a different Poe
Oh,
story.
that's cool.
Yeah,
That's
it's
cool.
really, really cool. I like it a lot.
Is the cellar Cask of Amontillado?
Yeah. Yep.
I read that as a child, and it's fucking scarred
Yeah.
me. That is a horrifying story.
Yeah, there's the ravens in there, Telltale Heart, like there's a whole bunch.
Okay. Anyway.
Is to be pulled.
I upkept. I haven't Mythos.
Is that true?
Is that true?
I don't
Maybe I think I did that, but I didn't draw my encounter
Yes,
card
I
yet.
think you're right. Yeah. Yes, because you
I
just
hope.
went out of 6.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, skittering
skittering
nonsense. You know what?
nonsense.
That's fine.
God, I just had a moment where I was like, "Skittering nonsense" is a great card title.
How many years has it been?
I mean, this was during the pandemic.
Oh wow, yeah, okay.
This was like early pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Time got weird.
Yeah, it's been like 4 years
Time got
since
weird.
this came out. It feels like.
Yeah, I mean the
It is.
copyright's right there, and
Oh,
it's
yeah,
and
yeah.
it's after COVID happened. Well, I
Yeah.
mean after the initial.
Yeah, and that was when it came out. When I was
Mm-hmm.
developing it, it was like 2019, 2020. So
Okay, so let's swing at the skittering nonsense first.
take that out.
Ooh, I remember my keys here. Well, we're doing in the middle first, I guess.
That's okay. So you're at what? 5.
We're at
5 willpower.
yeah, so we're 3 up.
Oh, and you get +1, so you're. We're
Oh, and I can do
6 to
this.
2.
I can finally do this and draw another card.
Sure.
So I'm a billion up.
You're like 7 up.
I'm like
okay.
a billion up.
Spend 2 charges and it's
Draw a
dead.
card off that. Yep, spend 2 charges. Eat these. I have another brand to refill this one. I'm
Nice.
feeling good.
Great,
I'm
great.
feeling hot. Let's go.
Now use the
Amy!
brand on Amy.
Amy! Listen to me, Amy.
Do we commit a deny existence?
I think
to
we
this?
do at this
Okay,
point.
let's do it.
To be 3 up.
Yep. Nice! There we go.
Okay. I'm going to pull
Finally.
back my Dark Insight for sure.
Yeah, that's smart.
Okay,
Okay,
so
Amy goes to the victory display.
Amy goes victory. Okay, so now we're on bonus time. I can live with it beyond here. I would like to get... Where am I? Where am I even?
I don't know.
Where am I? I'm
was
sorry,
like, what?
Amy.
For a second, I was like, "What are you doing?"
I didn't know. I had no clue. I'm just an Arkham boy. I'm just doing the Arkham.
Did you see my tweet the other day?
No, I am not on X.
So my brother, it's Twitter.
I know. Sorry.
It's Twitter.
Sorry. I'm like a level deep because I say X to people who use Twitter as a troll.
Oh, sure. Yeah. So it's like, for some reason, my brother was convinced this is what game design entails, and it's a text message from my brother. What are you doing at work tomorrow? Smashing dolls together and making pew pew sounds? And I said something like that.
Tell
And
me
then
that's not accurate.
And then I replied to myself, it is, but the names are Dr. Mala Sinha and Dr. Amy Kensler, and the sounds are smooching noises.
And they're super gay together. That's awesome. Okay. So we got it.
I'm cold until I'm warm, and then I'm warm until I'm cold.
Yeah. Sorry, this house is all over the place
No,
for
it's
temperature
not your
wise.
house. It's me. That's just how
Okay,
I
I'm
am
just
right
hot and
now.
cold.
Yeah.
And I only need 2 clues to get in there. I can't remember what the shroud is here, but I can always swing back for this clue possibly.
Yeah.
However, I'm not moving in their last action, so I will
Yeah.
play my wolf mask.
Yeah, wolf mask.
Ooh. All right.
Barf.
It doesn't matter now.
Yeah, check out. Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah.
I mean, I guess I could potentially bury something I really don't want to see.
It's true.
But what would that even be? 0 visibility? No, I don't care about that. I've got Wolf Mask.
That's true.
Wolf Mask helped me with 0 visibility.
That's great.
It's like goggles. Okay, so anyway, upkeep. Lovely.
It's very funny, the idea of going on an Arctic expedition and you're just like, let me just...
Hang on, let me put on this wooden mask.
Put on this wolf mask.
All right, so we're 4 of 6, and we draw 0 visibility. Cool.
Alrighty.
Okay, so action 1, we move.
Yep, let's do it.
And we spend 2 clues to do so. He comes to us. And 2 clues go away.
Do we just... It's a free triggered ability to spend a clue to look at what the other card is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do we just do that first?
Think so?
I think so. Because it could be a thing that does something with these guys.
True.
I think there's a good one in there.
True. Yeah, I think like all of the story assets like give you something cool.
Yeah, they're all good.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
I think one of them does something with the possessed people.
Let's do that. And let's see. Cracks in the ice. Search your deck for a copy of Tekalili and
Yeah,
burn
get
it.
rid of it. Great.
Yeah, burn a Tekalili
Wonderful.
happily.
Okay.
And it's searched, so I get to actually look.
Yeah.
I don't need to
let's see
flip.
if there are. Do we even have any left? I think there's one left.
Yeah, it should be. Yep, 1 left. And it was take a damage. Okay, good.
It's gone.
Need to remember offer you can't refuse is still in there. I'm fine, but like for
Yeah.
a moment I forgot it existed, and that's a dangerous thing to let myself
dangerous. Yeah.
do. Okay. So second action we will parlay.
You got the bonus XP, right? From offer you can't refuse? Does
Yeah.
it give you bonus XP?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
I took divination.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Cool.
I have dowsing rod and divination. I'm just
Nice.
searching for things in witchy ways.
Yep.
Okay. So about this parlay test.
Yep.
Those aren't the skills that I mean, I'm only 1 up on both of them.
Yeah.
What's my what's my shelter here?
6.
Shelter's a 6. Ugh, so
Skull token's a minus
skulls
3.
are a 3.
Harsh.
It's not great.
You definitely don't want to kill him.
Nope. Nope, I don't. And
Poke
it's
down
not the
on
one
him.
where it is the parlay because the other one is if you evade by like 2 or more, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
We haven't seen that one at all.
I think I might commit my spectral razor and
Sure.
go willpower.
Yeah. Suit.
Wait. I already spent the action to parlay. It was move. Parlay is my second action.
Okay.
So I am 2 up.
Nice.
That's what we
Good
want.
job.
That's what we want.
Heck yeah.
That's gone, and you're discarded.
Did you?
Oh,
did
I
you
get
the
its clue.
Yeah, you get the clue.
I didn't miss that on the other one because I didn't
Yeah.
do that, right?
The doom cleared.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome.
Nice.
That's great. I will probably investigate now. I'm doing that again.
What's the item here? Mineral
Item here is the
specimen.
mineral specimen, which
Okay.
is the damage bonus.
I don't remember.
Or is that the green soapstone?
I don't remember.
Mineral specimen might be the investigate, ignore, frost.
I think it might be that one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I think you're right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's investigate. I guess with willpower. I guess with intellect, because I'm 1 up.
I guess the question is, what's our goal right now? Where are we headed next? Are we heading down here next?
Yeah, I suppose. Hang on. I don't need to actually get these clues, don't I?
Yeah, we could just run.
I could just get the mineral specimen. I think that's what I'm gonna
Or
do.
that,
Yep. So
yeah.
I'll just get the mineral specimen. I forgot that you didn't need to clear clues there. The clues are
Yeah.
for opening things.
The clues are for opening things. If we were heading like this way, we would need them. but-
Okay. So spending my last action,
Okay.
we will trigger this ability and add a frost token to the chaos bag here first, so I don't forget it next time. Just frost tokens. Add 1 regrettably. All right.
Man, frost tokens are cool. I like them.
Frost tokens
I
are
watched,
cool.
I forget the channel name, unfortunately, so I can't plug them. But I watched a channel play through Edge of the Earth that like I had never seen before.
You're watching other Arkham content creators?
Well, they're not Arkham content creators. They're just board game content creators.
Yeah.
No,
Okay,
like legitimately.
Right. The content creator she tells you not to worry about.
Like no, like legitimately. They were playing Edge of the Earth, and it was like their first campaign.
Oh, it was their face check
or
play.
like second campaign or something like that.
That's cool.
Like ever, of any Arkham.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's special.
And I remember them describing like the rules for frost tokens, and they were like, "Oh, that's brutal." I was like, "Yes, it is."
All right. So that being said, that's my last action to do that. So now we 0 visibility. I will spend my offerings here to see if I can't get rid of that. So we're
5-2.
3 up.
3 up. Yay!
Cool. All
There we
right.
go.
See, second half of the game
working.
much smoother than
Much
first.
smoother. Yes, much smoother than turn 1.
Yeah. Turn 1, worst parlay you could possibly think of.
boy.
But we did it.
We did it.
We did it
We
at
did it.
great cost.
That was such a great pull.
It was.
I was like,
And the fact that I managed to pull that's one thing I really love about the signatures that have really good icons. And most
yeah,
of them do.
Yeah.
Not all of them do, but most of them have really good
Most of them do.
icons and there are moments where it's like I'd love to play it except
Sometimes
I
you
need to
just
pass
gotta
this
ditch
test.
'em. Yeah.
And it's an emotional barrier that I have to cross a lot of the
It
times
is,
because
it is.
I love the knife dearly.
Sometimes it's a trap to like hold on to it too much.
True. All right.
Oh, there it is.
All right, offer you can't refuse. Lose 5. Okay, and this just goes into your discard pile.
Great.
That does come through again, I suppose. Okay, cool. We are 4 of 6. Yeah, and I think we probably head to the resign location, right?
Oh, that's
Or
right. We
is
do
it-
have to resign.
We have
don't
to
we?
resign, right?
If you're at
Yeah,
camp.
if you're at camp.
Oh boy. Yeah, Big Kahuna just says, "Are you gonna have enough time to resign?" I mean, we do have enough time if we just book
1,
it.
2, 3. Next turn, yeah.
Hey, we could 1, 2, see what that is.
Yeah,
It's fast.
True.
Yeah, let's do it.
I think we can do it.
If we're really
Skittering
lucky. Oh, okay.
nonsense? No, we're not really lucky, but I do still have Dark Insight, so
Nice.
we'll,
Yeah, shuffle that in.
we'll shuffle that in, so
Good.
we don't have to fuck with it. I'd prefer not to.
Don't forget to get a cardinal resource.
Lovely. Great.
Cool.
Great. Okay.
Let's book it.
Fantastic. So action 1, action 2,
Let's see what this is.
spend a clue. Dead end.
Dead end.
Remove 1 frost token from the chaos
look at that.
bag.
That's great.
Totes worth.
Worth it.
Totes worth. All right, now I gotta adjust
you
it
gotta
back
fill out your
out.
phone
I
again.
know. I always feel so bad, but like this is the best way for me to keep track of it.
Yep. Oh no, that app is incredible. Like,
It's fantastic because it's like a better contribution to the Arkham community that I could ever hope to achieve. It is so good.
there's so much technical stuff that goes into that. Oh, it's incredible.
What's up, Juffo?
What's up, Jeffo?
All right. So that was 1, 2, and then last action
Move again.
2 broad snowdrifts.
Are there any other items to pick up on the way? I mean, we have 1 action.
I already got this one,
Okay.
so I don't think so.
Okay, yeah. So then we just, unless we pull a big enemy or something.
I mean, even if we do have got deny, we can get out.
That's true,
We'll be
yeah.
able to get out.
Okay.
So we upkeep. We're 5 of 6. Oh, wait.
What?
You put Ancient Evils in this deck. And we haven't seen a single one yet. And I just used my Dark Insight.
No. Oh, no. Okay, well, whatever happens, happens. Now that you've said it. That's incredible. You shouldn't have said it. You shouldn't have said it.
This is my fate. This is my fate.
Well, it's not that bad.
Only to
It just
ever-
means you can't.
And only ever to see the train as it is coming down upon me.
So wait, what? I forget what happens when you can't, when you don't resign in this scenario.
Oh, great. You're about to be
I
reminded.
guess we're gonna find out. Yeah.
Fuck.
It's probably a trauma.
It's probably a trauma. Literally one action away.
Yeah, one action. Or 2 actions, because you have to move in every time.
Defeated,
Yep,
suffers 1 mental trauma. R1.
At least you've got Dire. Poor Danforth.
Live, defeated, mental trauma. Hell, I might end up using Dire more often now.
Yeah, right?
Okay, well, that was special.
That was fun.
So, story, victory display.
I'm just reading the story.
Oh, I got defeated, so that means Dire's out.
Oh my goodness, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
So Dire went to find Danforth, and they both died.
Oh no, tragic.
Oof.
Absolutely tragic.
Oh my
But you got
God.
Amy.
Because here's the terrible realization now.
Oh no.
If I had just killed the skittering nonsense with a single action as I could have, I could have kept my dark
you're
insight.
Right.
If I had
you're
the
right.
realization that Ancient Evils was in that deck 1 turn earlier,
Yeah.
I could have protected myself
And
from
it's not
it.
like
So-
I was going to remember.
Well, yeah. So, you know,
So it's not my fault, is what
well,
I'm
it's also not my deck's fault. It was a misplay. I'm a better deck builder than I'm a player, and that will always
That's
be
okay.
the case.
That's okay. I'm notoriously bad at my own game. Notoriously.
All right, so we got 2 in the victory display.
That's something.
Okay, each defeated investigator's partner chosen is eliminated. Okay, so Dire's dead.
Oh,
Got Kensler.
That's mean of me.
We got Kensler. We got Claypool. Yep, so Danforth is gone, and we go to checkpoint 2.
Yeah, Big Coon has got a good point. Since TTS does all the encounter deck setup for you, it's hard to remember what's in the deck.
It's true, and I normally, like today I scouted it out, but I did that at like 2:30 today.
Yeah.
And since clearly forgot one of the most important pieces of the information I was supposed to get out of that exercise.
Everyone knows the stuff that happened at 2:30 p.m. today has no bearing on what happens
Absolutely.
at 8:45 p.m.
What happens at 2:30 p.m. stays at 2:30 p.m. All right, we're going to stand and fight on the attack, but we will take a break and play that next time. So I will do all the closing on this in a minute. But let's hop back here.
That was a fun game.
That was pretty wild.
You got some ups, got some downs.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah, no wonder people play this game. It's fun.
Well, it's cool too because the biggest thing I struggle with is I'm a salty bitch. And I know that.
What? No.
And I know that about myself. So the biggest thing I struggle with is when like I'm presented with bullshit.
Yeah.
My immediate reaction is to be like, "Fuck this! I'm out." I guess that's the game. Which, you know, were words I might have said
which
that
sometimes is the case.
Yeah, well, sometimes yes. But when Claypool came out earlier, I was like,
Yeah.
well, that might just be it. He hits for 2 damage, and I have nothing to deal with him.
Honestly, okay, so that ended poorly, but based on how terrible this opened, we did okay.
Yeah, we got our feet under
We
us.
got Kensler. That was the most important thing.
Yep.
Oops. That was
You're gonna
loud.
break your knuckle.
Yeah. We got Claypool. We removed a Frost token.
Yes.
Well, we added a Frost token. So
Well,
I
I
just
mean,
used
net
that.
neutral's fine.
You have no Tekalilis in your deck.
True.
So that's something. And you didn't really care about Danforth or Dire anyway.
True.
So,
True.
yeah. And now, during the first intermission or whatever, you can grab the collection of Poe stories.
No, that's right. I can get. I mean,
Really
I have to
want
get
to.
on you. I have to get on
Yeah,
you.
you have to get on you. Yeah.
Were you ever tempted to give Danforth a first name?
I looked and looked. Like, is there a name beyond just Danforth?
No.
Is Danforth his first name or last name?
No.
I don't even know. And I looked and I couldn't find anything, so I was just like, I'm not going to invent one.
Well, that was what I was wondering.
like, so, no, he's just Danforth.
Just Danforth.
Just Danforth. Good old Danforth.
He's just Dan. But yeah. Anyway, yeah. So good game overall. It's one of those things where I like really kick myself because if I go real fast and it's stream and I'm
Yeah.
trying to keep the game rolling because
course.
I mean I do this in real life, so it's not just the stream. I'm always more of the mind of keep the game rolling, and if you need to dial something back, as long as it's not like you saw a token or
Yeah.
something was revealed and the game state is altered.
If you had been like, oh wait, if I had gone and done this thing with the skittering nonsense instead, and I still had my dark insight, if you had actually rewinded that, that would have been cheap.
Yes.
But you didn't,
Yeah.
and I applaud you for that.
Uh-huh. Well, I mean,
I might have.
well, look. If y'all weren't
Saying.
watching,
Yeah.
Lord knows what I'm
Yeah,
capable
if you
of.
didn't have an audience. We have 16
Right.
people.
I gotta play it. I gotta play it honest. And these plays get like a couple hundred views on YouTube.
That's awesome.
Yeah, no.
Wow.
It's
That's
small,
great.
but it's dedicated. Like the people who like these just show up and watch
sweet.
them all the time. So
Yeah. Plus,
Well,
you
yeah.
got guests.
well, that's kind of okay. So look, I'm not a great player. I'm not like the
Hey,
mind
you're
who's
better
gonna.
than I am.
Well, I'm never the person who's gonna find like the crazy combos and be able to show you this like ultra cool deck
I've
that
got
does
an
the
infinite
crazy.
deck,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
That's not me. My strength is only ever like making the social aspect of the game more robust, I guess.
Right, yeah.
So the whole idea here is, well, it's a more streamlined Arkham experience because it's true solo, but it can still be fun and I get to have my friends on, and
Yeah.
also I'm petrified of doing solo content is really
Oh,
is
sure.
really the other
It's
thing.
hard to entertain people solo.
I'm afraid of what might come out of my mouth if I just let my stream of consciousness go.
See, this is why I stopped live streaming. Because I used to live stream like video games and stuff. And yeah, I have a foul mouth. So-
there is that, yes.
And like when I was representing FFG, like even if I'm doing a personal live stream or something, I'm still like representing FFG or something. I can't like just go off,
Right.
So
Well, I mean, that's the tough thing about the internet is like, if you do something out there, it could be wielded as a weapon against you at some point.
oh yeah, that's scary.
Until we get to a
Don't know
place
that.
where like everyone has an OnlyFans, I probably shouldn't bother.
That's a dark future.
I don't know. It kind of sounds
Dark
fun to
future.
me.
Everyone has an OnlyFans.
Well,
with like most of them have 0 subscribers. Like you have a
Oh,
couple
yeah,
that's
that-
like just 3 people.
Okay, so now I see what you're saying. Like everyone has one, and everyone's depressed that no one's following them.
Yes,
Yes, that's dark.
That's already
That's
like the
dark.
problem with social media. I'm popping off right now. But like,
Do it. Go. Pop off, Queen.
problem with social media is everyone gets like those hits of dopamine when someone follows them or replies to them or something. But ultimately, most people aren't gonna get to celebrity level status where they have thousands and thousands of millions of followers.
The numbers just don't work that way.
Exactly. So most people are sitting there with 30 followers or something, which is fine. That's great actually. But they're like dissatisfied.
Right.
And then they compare themselves to these people who are like celebrities or maybe even just got lucky.
I'm sorry if you just weren't doing emotional reacts to Five Nights at Freddy's when it dropped. You missed the boat.
Exactly.
Like that. That was the time.
It's over.
That was the time. That was
over.
the advent of
Yeah.
like the modern age of Let's
You
Plays.
can't all be Markiplier.
Right. Exactly. But yeah, no, that's always the cool thing. Is like we have a small YouTube channel, and I think our main problem is that the YouTube algorithm just doesn't feed our things to people because we've got the podcast on there,
Right.
we got plays on there, we've got the meme stream, like something like that silly. Our content is Arkham focused, but the algorithm like sees it as a bunch of different things.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But what's nice is even though we fail with the platform to push it out to people, we have people who come and check. And like I said, these playthroughs get like 200-300 views once they've been out there for a while, and it's better to have a dedicated small group who's
Sure.
active and engages, and
And
we appreciate you guys.
And I mean, you've got the Discord server.
Well,
That alone is like an enormous accomplishment.
yeah, I don't know. I can never really let myself feel fully. I mean, I'm proud of the Discord server because
You
first
should
of
be.
all,
you should be.
we do moderate it, and I think it is a very good, safe space. And I think that some of the groups that we have in there of marginalized people who have their own little space and feel safe in it is something I'm proud of. But also, there's a lot, like, I can't just go into Arkham LCG, the main channel, and just start talking about the podcast because
Sure.
most of the people there are just there because we're just the de facto Arkham server.
That's
So
fair. Yeah.
I have a weird relationship with it.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
So
It
I
is-
am proud of
It
it in
is a
some
very well
ways.
organized and very well kept, maintained Discord server.
Yeah, and we have
And
a group
I'm-
of really great mods.
That's coming from someone who has 77 Discord servers. Not has. is part of
yes
77 Discord servers. I know because I counted earlier today.
Oh, okay, I went through and culled my list today. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, you know what? I liked this server, but I haven't checked in years. What am I doing here?
No, I was on a chat with some of my coworkers, and they were like, "Oh, I'm in a bunch of Discord servers," and I'm like, "Really? How many are you?" And they're like, "Oh, 12." And I'm like,
Amateurs. What did you say?
And I'm like, hold on, let me count for a half hour. So yeah, I'm in a lot of Discord servers, and not all of them are as well maintained. So
Yeah, no, Arkham has a great community, so
it does. It really does.
It's pretty great in that way.
That's one thing I've definitely noticed, and also felt a little bit of pride over. Is like, Arkham is just maintained a very well, what's the word, well balanced community with a lot of great people.
Yeah, and I'm also in this weird spot where Mythos Busters has gotten so, I don't want to say big. We have
so big.
We have a lot of irons in the fire.
Sure, yeah.
So like the project itself of Mythos Busters has gotten so big that it's actually drastically reduced how much energy and time I have to like go consume other Arkham content creators.
Yeah,
like there's a bunch of content creators that have sprung up in the past few years that are really good and crushing us in view counts, but like that doesn't
your own little con.
Well, I mean, there is
your own
that.
con. That's awesome.
But it makes me sad because like there are other. Yeah, I know. I had a point. It makes me sad because they're, we're friends with Frank and Peter, and the Great Old Ones Gaming when they were more active, and I feel like I miss out on stuff that I might have otherwise been able to enjoy because there's some good people out there doing good content, and I barely know it.
For sure. I mean, I used to consume lots of Arkham content just because it was part of my job.
Sure.
And now I've just kind of fallen off the wagon, so to speak, and I haven't watched anything or played Arkham. I was mentioning at the start of the stream, I haven't played Arkham in like I don't even know. I think the last time I played Arkham was last BusterCon.
Yeah, I was about to say, I know you played at BusterCon.
Yeah.
That's the only one I can verify.
That might actually be the last time I played Arkham.
No,
that's not true. I did a little bit of playtesting.
Playtesting.
Okay. Yeah, just a teeny bit. Yep.
On the Gen Con scenario?
On stuff that...
Oh, okay.
Stuff.
Undefined things.
Stuff that's not out yet.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, you and I were talking earlier.
Yeah.
I missed the boat on the initial rush for Earthborn Rangers because, as I said, I barely have enough time to keep up with Arkham.
Yeah.
I'm not going to pick up another game, even though it looked really cool. Well, then people started getting their kits, and I'm like, it looks really cool, and people have, generally really good things to say about it. And then the news came through that you were moving there, and I was like,
you're like, fine.
And as it happens, Scott was going through his board game collection, and he had backed the first go, and he was like, "Hey, I didn't ever end up opening this. Do you want it?" And I'm like, "Yes, give it to me." So now it's mine, and it's up there. But how are things going with EBR?
Really, really well.
Okay.
Yep, I am super enjoying the work that I've been doing there. The company's great. Like, it's really nice working with a bunch of people I already know.
Sure.
Like, it's not like I'm moving to a company where it's like no one knows me and I don't know anyone. It's all ex-FFG people who I love. So that's great. Like, we literally were hanging out like earlier before I came here.
Oh yeah.
So, the team is really good. The team's super talented. The game is great. It was a blast for me to play through before I joined the team. And so I was just really impressed with the game. And I was like, oh, man, I could do so much with this. I could do, like...
Well.
And now I can. And that's exciting. We actually just put out... So they have these one-day missions. They're called one-day missions because you're meant to complete them in one in-game day, which is one play session.
Sure.
So in other words, it's like a standalone.
Okay.
Because the campaigns in Earthborn are pretty long. I was mentioning to you earlier, and they can go like somewhere between 12 to 20 sessions, depending on how quickly you go, how much you dilly-dally. But these one-day missions, you're meant to just sit down and play. Mm-hmm. And I designed a third one. They had two on the website before I joined. And
are they like print and play?
The first two have no like content that you need to print out. It just uses
instructions. They're like setup instructions.
Exactly.
Got it.
and they're like setup instructions, story, and they use some of the cards from the core set in like a new context. This third one that I designed, which just came out like last week, does have a print and play card. Just a single card.
Okay.
That you can print and play, or like honestly,
Proxy it.
You can proxy it, or you can probably just remember what it does because it's pretty
It's
self-explanatory.
like pull it up on your phone.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Actually, that's probably what a lot of people are going to do because the phone is roughly card shaped. And it's really cool. You stumble across an injured animal and you have to help it. You have to cradle it in your arms and bring it to a biological outpost so that they can mend its wounds, and it's adorable.
It's wholesome.
And someone on the Discord server like already made a reward card, like homebrew reward card that is the animal that you've saved, and it's like, that's so great.
That's cute.
Yeah. So it's going well. Yeah.
Awesome.
And I'm working on I'm now like the lead game designer for Earthborn Rangers.
Okay.
So all future Earthborn Rangers content, everything after this next crowdfund campaign is going to be me, but also it's a tight-knit team and we all help each other out with stuff. So
sure.
Everyone is kind of involved a little bit,
Awesome.
Yeah.
So to anyone out there who is late to the game, whether they own the product or not, is there any advice you would give to people just starting the journey?
Oh,
as far as like how to like even from like practical standpoint,
yeah,
kind of like approach it.
I mean, I would say just Earthborn, I think more so than like Lord of the Rings and Arkham and Marvel, is best enjoyed when you take it easy and just let things happen and like immerse yourself in the world. And when you find a person, like genuinely want to help them out because they will give you rewards, they will give you quests. If you're playing it like to optimize your like strategy and like that's certainly a way to play. But I feel like the most
certainly
fun
is a way to play games.
Yeah. No, I mean I'm saying like, and that's great. But like I feel like the most fun you can have with Earthborn is when you just like, it can be a very chill game, a very like relaxing game, and a very uplifting game.
Okay.
If you let it.
Interesting.
I think so. Anyway.
What is like the player deck? Because presumably you like play a ranger, and your deck is your character abilities, right? So it's similar in that way.
Similar in that way, except there's not a lot of like allies.
Okay.
The allies are people that you meet on the trail.
Okay. So they're kind of their own thing.
They'll come out of the path deck.
Okay.
More often than anything.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Which
is great because you also get to know them. Like, there's a limited amount of people in the valley that you can meet, and they'll come up from time to time, and you'll see them, and you're like, oh, cool, it's Ben Amon. Ben Amon has this ability that's really helpful for me. Like, he's got a little glider plane called the Swift that can help you travel across the map really fast. So when he pops out, you're like, oh, yo, what's up, Ben? Like, I'm actually really happy to see you. That's awesome. Yeah.
Give me a lift, please.
Yeah.
Like, what is the level of like build variety? Like, what are the different like strategies that at least now, like what you can talk about?
Yeah.
Like, what kind of directions can you push a character in?
So without getting too in the weeds,
the
way character creation works, deck building works, is you pick a background and you pick a specialization, and you mash them together.
Okay.
Not all of the cards from both. It's not like Smash Up.
Sure.
You pick 5 cards from your background, you pick 5 cards from your specialization, you put them together, and then you have one card that is your outside interest.
Okay.
Which is a card from any background or specialization.
Okay.
So
your deck's really small?
No, you also have personality cards in there as well.
Okay.
So it's a 30-card deck.
Okay.
But it starts off a bit more rigid than Arkham, where Arkham is just like, you can pick any card from your class, or whatever your particular investigator says you're allowed to take. It starts off a bit more rigid, but each combination of background and specialization kind of has its own unique playstyle.
Sure.
Depending on like what cards you take. Like there's certain cards that are designed to be paired with certain specializations or backgrounds. And then the really cool thing is, as you're playing, you will find opportunities to swap cards out of your deck for other cards.
Okay.
Or you'll earn a reward that you can swap into your deck that's much better than some of the other cards that you have in your deck.
Okay.
So you're constantly changing. similar to Arkham as you're leveling up your deck, but there's no experience.
Right, but no, like...
You're just doing it fluidly.
Got it.
And when
so it's like everything is a scenario reward as opposed to an XP expenditure.
Yeah. And then the really cool thing is when you camp, you can swap out any of the cards that you displaced earlier back in. So if you find yourself, like, for example...
Oh, I want that back.
Well, yeah, like, so for example, when I was playing the first time, I had a reward that was like an item that let me, like, go fishing when there's water around.
Mm-hmm.
And so whenever I was traveling on the river path, I would swap that back in. But whenever I was, like, in the mountains, I'm like, I don't need this. So that's pretty cool.
Okay, so it's almost like, well, not to make everything about Arkham, but we are on an Arkham stream. It's like versatile, basically. Like,
yeah, kind of.
But like it's a baked into the game ability at camp.
Yeah,
that's cool.
When you camp, and you only camp if you, well, I'm getting too in the weeds.
Well,
but,
I mean,
yeah.
Remember when Arkham started, I thought this was the cool thing about Pathfinder Adventures in comparison. The cards were specifically encountered in the world.
Yep.
Yeah.
I enjoyed Pathfinder adventure card game when I played it, but I did find that, like, it was, you know, like 30% of the cards you encounter are like a sword. Mm-hmm. And you're like, okay.
Yeah.
Let me fight the goblins now.
I don't remember. Was there an app version of that early on? Okay,
yeah,
I remember trying that. I don't think I ever actually played it on tabletop.
The app version was much better because setup for that game was lengthy.
Yeah.
So the app version just like did it for you.
That's great.
Yeah, it's great.
It was an interesting world of early co-op card games. Like another one that comes to mind is like Sentinels of the Multiverse.
Sure.
Which, you know, all kind of spawned... I don't know if they spawned from Lord of the Rings, but I feel like Lord of the Rings proved the concept,
Lord of the Rings was definitely like the trailblazer.
Yeah. I don't know. It's cool to see like how far the genre's come and like how many there are now. It's kind of it's kind of fun.
Yeah. And the other cool thing about Earthborn is like the challenges that you face. There are some things that are like, whoa, that's crazy. But many of the challenges that you're going to face are going to be challenges that like a real person could face hiking a trail or, you know, being out in the wilds. It's not going to be like what you just did in the Arctic fighting like skittering nonsense.
Faffing about like, with skittering nonsense.
But you might find like, I'm trying to think like an overgrown thicket. Even just that is like, oh man, there's an overgrown thicket in the way. And it's so interesting, like the tonal change. You know what I mean?
Where it's just like exploration and it sounds more like situational problem solving.
Yeah. That's
which I suppose you could say about Arkham too, but
yeah. And the other really cool thing about Earthborn that I'm just gonna keep talking about until like forever is the way that the cards interact with each other.
Okay.
There's what they call a mechanical ecology of like cards will interact with each other. Like if there's like a sunberry bramble and there's a Sitka doe, the doe will go over and eat the bramble. And then if there's a wolf, the wolf will go and hunt the doe. And if there's a buck, the buck and the doe will be attracted to one another, so they'll move to wherever the other one is.
And
but if there's two bucks, they'll fight each other.
That's interesting.
It's so cool. Like,
how
there's so
mechanically do all the different interactions like happen?
There's every card will have one or more challenge effects at the bottom, and whenever you draw a challenge card, which is like the chaos bag, one symbol will always fire, and it'll trigger all of those that are in play. So if you pull the mountain symbol, you'll trigger every mountain symbol in play, and that'll cause things to happen.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, and that's kind of the sense I got, but that's cool to think of like the world just kind of happening around you, and you're just in it.
You're just in it. Yeah. It's very immersive in that way.
That's cool.
You're not like the world's not revolving around you. You're just kind of in it. Yeah.
And it just feels a little bit more living, it sounds like.
Yeah, it's super cool.
That's cool. Well, chat, any questions for MJ since she's here?
Yeah, ask me questions.
You guys who stuck around get to be the lucky ones. Reasonable questions, obviously.
Well, yeah.
Not David Renfield. Why?
David Renfield, why? Why not? Are you saying like why did I taboo?
Oh no, we've already done that. So
okay.
I was just saying, you know,
yeah.
only I get to be salty at MJ. It's my right as an IRL friend.
Hey, if the community hadn't just, you know, abused the crap out of that card, maybe.
I am curious. Was there like a specific moment where you're like, all right?
No, it just kind of came out of discussions between like me and Duke and Jeremy and like so on.
Sure.
Where we kind of just like decided it's like, all right, it's time. It's time. This card is too good.
Yeah. I think where they landed now is reasonable. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
I think Renfield's very powerful. I think he's very good at level 0. Mm-hmm. I didn't think he was overpowered, but I was never stacking more than like 1 or 2 Doom on him.
Yeah.
And like once you get upwards of like 3 or 4 Doom and it only works in like certain scenarios.
Yeah, yeah.
But it can get pretty.
It can get a little crazy.
It can get batty.
Yeah.
So
especially when you have ways of readying him, you're playing like Ashcan Pete or something.
I have done that.
Yeah, yeah.
I have
people who do that.
I have a like a spellcaster Duke where he runs just a single copy Renfield because everything else is just willpower spells and stuff.
Yeah. Zombie Knowledge asks, who's the best Resident Evil character and why is it Jill Valentine?
Appropriate username, by the way.
Very appropriate username. But I don't know, it might be Claire Redfield.
Is it Claire?
Just saying. Okay. Well, all right. Jill Valentine's pretty great. I love all of the Resident Evil characters, though. I love some of the more obscure ones. I love Moira Burton.
Okay.
No one knows who that is.
No.
She was in one game, Resident Evil Revelations 2. She's a side character that, like, either you make the PC play, because it's a co-op kind of game, or you have, like, your friend play Moira.
Okay.
And Moira has no guns. Moira just has a flashlight.
Oh, okay. Moira's flashlight.
Yeah,
bay. Okay.
but she's cool. She's kind of punky. Like, yeah, she's got a potty mouth. I love it.
That's awesome. Yeah. See, I've only ever played the shit out of 4.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm one of
Did
the
you
people.
play the remake?
Yeah, I played the remake. I have it in VR.
Oh my god.
I have
so
PSVR
cool.
too.
Oh man, I want to play No Man's Sky in VR too.
If you got some time, we could throw it on up there.
That'd be cool. I re-downloaded No Man's Sky because the new update.
Yeah. I've got it. I've got No Man's Sky. I've started it, and I'm like,
yeah,
this is too deep for me right now.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But it looks so cool.
It's very cool, and the VR, I assume, is incredible.
You can take that for a spin too.
Maybe.
Since you know the game better than I do. I played an hour and I'm like, oh my god, I've learned 16 systems. How will I ever remember any of this?
I wonder if I log in under my profile, will my save data be there or not?
Worth a shot.
It doesn't really matter. Anyway. Maxine, are there any new updates on your book/writing? Yeah. Couple things, actually. I am working on book 2 of Dark Drifters, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I'm also working on a Dark Drifters role-playing game.
Ooh, oh,
have I mentioned this to you?
I mean, I've heard about it.
Okay, yeah.
We're in a role-playing group together, and I never play. I just lurk.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's true. It's okay. I haven't played in a campaign in that Discord server for ages.
Scheduling's been rough all around.
Scheduling's been rough.
Sometimes I feel like Nick's gonna cry.
My life turned upside down a few times, so you know. But I am working on a Dark Drifters role-playing game. If you're interested, you can check out my Dark Drifters Discord server. We play test on there from time to time, so it's pretty cool.
I feel like I could drop a link to that, right?
I think so, yeah.
That's a thing I could do.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, sorry, you keep going. I'll figure out how to do this.
It's a diceless RPG, which is really cool. So there's a lot of player agency and there's a lot of fun things that are drawn right from the books. So that's awesome. And what else? My oldest asked if she could read Dark Drifters a couple months ago, and I should ask how that's going. Yeah, you should. I'm interested in hearing how it's going.
Report back.
Yeah. What else? I mean, I'm writing some other stuff too. I'm writing like romance stuff, which is fun.
That's cool.
Yeah, but that's kind of just like a side hustle.
Okay.
So to speak.
Like an actual gig? Like.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
I have like a little website set up for it.
Okay.
It's cool. If you like sapphic romance.
Oh, I see.
Check it out.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Cool. But what? Is there a website?
Yeah, there is. It's junefic.com.
There you go.
Yeah.
Check it out.
That was really funny.
Those eyeballs were very well timed on our end.
Perfectly timed. Yeah. Oh my goodness. But yeah, Dark Drifters role-playing game is coming along. If anyone is going to be at Gen Con, I would like to run a playtest of it, actually, at Gen Con. I'm going to be bringing a physical copy of it. So,
Wow.
yeah.
There's like one shot with like pre-made characters and stuff.
It'll probably not be pre-made characters. So there's a system in Dark Drifters for creating on-the-fly characters.
Oh.
Where all you have to do is come to the table with a concept for like a person, just like a normal person. And
Neku from The World Ends With You.
I mean, ideally, like a normal person.
Aww. Isn't he the most normal teen?
I guess so. That game is nothing but normal, though.
That's true.
And through your actions, you'll be assigned like a class and rights that you have, and like different abilities and such.
That's cool.
Yeah. So you can be like as soon as you realize that you're in a dream world, you start playing around with the dream world. You start doing like, well, wait, if I'm in a dream, does that mean I can like, just like pull out a sword from out of nowhere? And it's like, yeah, actually, there's a right for that. It's called the right of the artisan.
Okay.
And yeah, anyway, there's a right for like a bunch of different things that you can do. Like, oh, I want a door to appear here in this wall. It's like, great, that's the right of the hollyhock. You're done. Now you have that right. Now, once you have 2 rights of the single archetype, you are that archetype.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So you have is there like one central hub area that governs that interaction, or can that like be dropped into anything?
What do you mean?
So that first part of the game where people are making those choices and
Yeah.
that's leading to things that can just happen anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, ideally
Within the setting of the game. Is what I'm talking
Yeah. Most of the action in Dark Drifters takes place in dreams.
Mm-hmm.
So most of the action in the role-playing game also takes place in like different dream worlds. And as the domain weaver, the GM basically,
about. Okay.
or the DW,
T-dubs.
it's my job, or whoever's the domain weaver's job, to come up with these fantastical realms and guide the drifters through it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's rad.
Yeah, it's a fun game.
Cool. Awesome.
What else am I up to?
What else are you up to? Elden Ring.
Elden Ring. Yeah, Elden Ring. We were talking about it earlier.
Yes.
I
And my wife had me move my PS5 upstairs so that she could play it because
Really? Is that
my
what
daughter's
happened?
playing Mass Effect on the main TV.
Nice.
Like, I've created a monster in my household. It's like everyone's playing video games and I can't because everyone else is. It's new for me.
And that's like I was mentioning before, like I find it hard to play these tough video games now because after I'm done with work and I'm done with writing, like because I write like every day and I read every day. And when I'm done with all that stuff, I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
All I want to do is lie down,
Consume.
doom scroll for a little bit, maybe play like Slice and Dice, something really simple.
Sure.
Have you played Slice and Dice?
No, is it is it all like Fruit Ninja?
No, it's a mobile game. You have a party of 5 adventurers, and each adventurer is a die that has different faces that do different things. And you're just trying to like it's kind of like Yahtzee. You roll, and then you can re-roll up to 3 times, and then you're trying to just fight.
Apply those actions to the different things. That's cool.
Yeah, it's very simple. Yeah, Slice and Dice is so good.
Like simplistic Elder Sign.
Yeah, it can get pretty complex, but it compared to like Elden Ring, it requires very little of your brain space. So
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah, I just uninstalled Snap. We were talking about that.
Yeah.
Like, I gotta find a new mobile game. It is my custom twice a year to install Slay the Spire, start Slay the Spire, get pretty far, 1 or 2 runs, and into 1 or 2 runs, and then something else happens and I delete it.
Have you played the board game?
There's a board game of Slay the Spire?
There's a tabletop Slay the Spire game, and it's co-op.
Say less.
I've heard good things. I've heard people online be like, "Oh, this is better than the video game."
Interesting. Well, I mean,
So
the video
I'm like,
game just
whoa.
is a card game with
Yeah.
it does
Like,
the calculations
with graphics.
for you.
Yeah. So I've heard really good things about it. I really want to try it. I want to play Stardew Valley, the board game too.
I have that.
Yeah, that's cool.
That one's
Is it
very
good?
chill. That one's very chill.
Oh, I like chill.
Yeah.
I need chill. I need chill in my life.
It's interesting because if you play multiplayer, instead of like everyone being able to do everything, like one person's the fisher, one person's the farmer.
That's cool.
So
Oh my goodness.
you kind of like split things up that way.
Caitlin will really like that. She loves fishing.
Okay. Yep.
Not in real life, but in Stardew Valley specifically.
Yeah, and the mechanic's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
I
it's
hate
very
it. I hate it. I can't do it. I can't do the fishing in Stardew Valley. I use a mod to turn it off.
Oh no.
When I play by myself.
Right.
Yeah. When I play with Caitlin, we have a mod that adds 140 new fish and makes the fish visible in the water so she knows what's there.
Wow.
Meanwhile, I'm like doing all the farming. I'm like,
That's awesome.
this is shoveling it in case
Yes.
you didn't know.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I imagined a hoe possibly.
Yes,
But
yeah.
I guess a hoe is more.
A hoe is more
yeah,
like
it's
this.
more like
I don't know
your-
why I'm shoveling. Whatever. Anyway.
Digging
That
up-
shows how much I know about farming.
Digging up them rutabaga, I guess. Is rutabaga in the game?
Rutabaga?
Yeah.
In Stardew?
In Stardew.
I don't think so.
Oh, crime. Crime. All agriculture needs rutabaga. I imagine hoes sometimes too. Yeah, well, it
Amazing.
happens to the best of us. But yeah, the other thing that I was talking to you about Dredge.
Oh, yeah.
And every time I bring up Dredge, there's always someone in the chat who's like, Dredge.
Dredge.
So, but yeah, no, that one's really fun. And it is technically a horror game, but it is also a very chill experience most of the time. So there's a day-night mechanic, and things generally only get dicey at night.
Okay. So not a very chill game, but also horror and water themed.
Uh-huh.
Have you played Still Wakes the Deep?
No, but I have had several people tell me, okay, like you also have to understand that Dredge is about as far as I can
Yeah.
tickle cause my phobia,
sure.
my phobia is sea monsters.
Oh yeah, no, me too.
That's my thing. So like Dredge, I did it. It was fine. And I drove around with that boat in high anxiety for the first 2 hours before I kind of like sussed
Yeah.
out what the threat level actually was.
Like I could not play Subnautica.
Yeah, no way. No
I
way.
just couldn't. I played it for like maybe 30 minutes, and I could not leave the shallows.
I was stuck on the Dianoga sewers level of Shadows of the Empire on the N64
Oh my god, that
for
brings back memories.
3 years because I couldn't bring myself to get into the water with that giant Dianoga boss.
Oh my goodness.
I never saw the end of that game until I was significantly older than when I bought it.
I remember that. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that was.
But you just like unlocked a bunch of memories. That you ever had that happen? Where
Yep,
you're just
yep.
like sitting there and then you're just like,
Oh.
like a lightning bolt.
Oh my god, someone was watching something the other day. No, I was watching a video essay on something, and they cut in a Flintstones advertisement, just a very small clip of it from like the 90s. And it was like Fred pouring Fruity Pebbles into a bowl and like going yabba dabba dabba dabba. And it, like my brain just went
It's like, here's this memory from like when you were however
like
old.
6.
Yeah, exactly.
Like so long ago.
And I have like memory issues. I've lost entire like parts of my life that I
Okay.
just don't remember. And I was playing Zenless Zone Zero, which yeah,
Bless
it's
you.
a mouthful. Yeah. And it's set in like a little like kind of futuristic but mostly realistic Japanese city. And I was walking around and at one point I was just like, "Oh my god, I just unlocked this memory of me walking around in Japan." And it looked just like that. And I just like remembered like an entire like 2 weeks of my life in Japan that I had like somehow forgotten.
Well, traveling is so compressed most of the time too.
Yeah.
But you spent a decent amount of time over there, right?
I was there for like a full semester. I was
Yeah.
there for like 5 months. Yeah.
That sounds fun.
It was cool.
I was-
It was I mean, it was like one of the best experiences in my life, I think.
Yeah.
So
I was a big weeb in college. Like my degree is in international business. It's a business
Oh, I didn't
degree,
know.
but like focus in international stuff. And I wrote several papers on Japanese
Yeah.
stuff, like unwinding the yen and their export economy
Oh, that's
and
cool.
like aging. I don't know. Japan's fascinating.
I have an East Asian Studies degree.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was all I did in undergrad.
That was your undergrad.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wild. I'd love to get there sometime.
I would love to go again. I need to go again.
Right.
Like it is a burning need in my body. Cuz I was there for so long but I didn't get to see a lot cuz I was studying, I was going to school
You're
every
busy.
day. Yeah. I only got to see Tokyo for like a couple days and that's it. I was in Osaka the whole time. So
And I hear Tokyo's pretty big.
it's pretty big.
It might
Pretty
might take more than a couple days to see all of
I
it.
didn't get to see like I really want to go to Kabukicho. Dark Drifters is one character in Dark Drifters is in Kabukicho throughout the entire book. So I'm like, oh, I want to go to Kabukicho.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. Cool. Well, if we're going to leave ourselves enough time to possibly play a little VR.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for coming on stream and sharing that gem of a game with me.
That was really fun.
It was really fun.
Yeah.
It could have gone better, but it was also really fun. And hopefully we can get you to come back at some point.
That'd be great. Yeah. You know where I am.
That's true. I do. Didn't need to be weird. I made it weird.
You made it weird.
All right. Well, thanks, chat, for coming out, and thanks everyone on YouTube. And we'll see you guys next time for Ice and Death Part 3.
Ice and Death Part. Who's going to be on for that?
I haven't decided yet. Well, here's the thing. Like, I have a short list and I've reached out, but I don't want to say anything because it's not confirmed yet, and I don't want to get anyone too excited.
That's fair.
Yeah. So stay tuned.
Yep.
Hopefully, I'll be able to get this one scheduled sooner than I did this one.
It's going to be Beyonce.
That's right.
Jay Quan.
I would take it. Like, I would sit here and be like, all right, well, Beyonce, this is Arkham Horror the card game.
This is Arkham Horror the card game. What have you been working on, by the way?
All right. Anyway, good night. Thank you guys, and we'll see you next time.
Bye. Bye.